Hey, so if you're like me, you've been following this case involving Michael Oher, the guy who, the subject of the movie, The Blindside. Excellent movie, wonderful movie. I love that show. I love the story at the time. I'm seeing now, of course, as you have, where he's filed a petition alleging that he was basically hoodwinked by the parents, by the friends who took him in because he was told that they were filing for adoption so he could be a part of the family, but instead they filed for conservatorship. They still have conservatorship for him almost 20 years later now. And he's saying he didn't get paid everything he was going to be paid, and just all of that. It's something going on here. And there's some concerns that I have. I was just reading an article by a guy named Chris Bumbaca. Great article, Chris, where you broke down in the USA Today, where you broke down what's going on. You even quoted a law professor at Syracuse who had some comments about it as well. Conservatorship is what was put in place and not an adoption. Conservatorship is what you pursue when somebody is unable to handle business for themselves, particularly financial and asset business. Somebody else can be appointed to handle all of that for them. Apparently, this is what was put in place in this case. But in this article, they raise some concerns that I think I share now that I'm hearing them. First of all, why was conservatorship pursued in the first place? Why did that have to happen in order for him to get into Ole Miss? Now, it's alleged that it was because of how they had been taking care of him. It could have been some recruiting violations or something like that. He couldn't have gone to another school, and maybe that would have been an issue too. But I just got questions about that. Secondly, in addition to that, in the petition, I haven't seen the petition, but the article says that petition records from August of that year, I think it was 2004, show that it was never even alleged that he didn't have capacity to handle business for himself. How can that happen? In Michigan, you have to allege why the person needs it. They can sign off and agree to give up all of their rights, but judges typically want to dig into that and create a record. I want to see that petition. If anybody has their hands on that petition that was filed, please send it to me so that I can take a look at it. But then third, and this might even be a bigger concern, I don't know if this is true, but the article alleged that there was no accounting filed for the last 19 years. If you're a conservator, it's your responsibility to manage that money and report to the court on an annual basis, at least in Michigan, on an annual basis, what you've done with the money. There is no way possible in Michigan that you can't file that accounting for years like that. If you're 1 year late, they come after you with all the with everything they have. I don't know how that happened. I would love to see some information from the court file about this. If somebody can get it to me, please do. I got concerns, and it's sad because it was a great movie, a wonderful story. But I don't know if this is the truth coming out, but it sure sounds suspicious to me.